-2 on the Hunter.
Oh, I've made friends in all kinds.
-2 on Soren. -3 on Low.
You.
Subservient.
Did anyone say Angels? How's that for a rebuild? What? Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel, and I hope you're ready for another Magic the Gathering Arena video playing standard best of 1 with an Orzhov white and black token deck. We have Kaya Geist Hunter within the build. This is a 3-mana planeswalker that really, I believe, has been overlooked by the majority of players in the arena. Of course, if you're playing with Kaya the Geist Hunter, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. Don't hold back. But in today's video, we're going to break down the deck list of the deck, talk about the strategies, the synergies included, and then we'll showcase all of this within the standard play queue, wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and maybe where we can take the deck in the future as a more competitive variant. But again, we're really close. We must have played 15 matches today at least, and we have a 76% win rate. I also believe, we're going to have to take a look at this within the end step of the video. Oh man, that's great. But, until then, let's take a look at the deck list. Give me a like and let's get rolling. The end step of the video. Oh, I'm going to start saying that in every single video. That's so good. That is so good. So here's our Orzhov black and white token deck. I'm calling it the Token Hunter. Main synergy or, card that we're building around here will be Kaya Geist Hunter's -2 ability. Until the end of turn, if one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many tokens are created instead, which is pretty goofy considering how much token generation there is available within the meta right now as a whole, and standard, I should say, but also, within Orzhov, that takes up a competitive nature because a lot of these cards by themselves are very good. You see we have Loth, the Spider Queen in the deck. This is something that's played without a doubling. The Wandering Emperor, again, something that we see played across the meta without the doubling. And, the same goes for Soren the Mithralus here as well. So plenty of planeswalkers that generate tokens, right? This is going to give us 2 forms of value, right? Both creatures in play and then planeswalkers as just that, non-creatures, they're in a different phase of the battlefield or so it's going to be hard for your opponent to deal with them all at once, right? They're going to need multiple forms of single target or a really fancy field wipe to get the job done there. But for example, Farewell, dealing with everything except for the planeswalkers, right? So we will retain value even if our opponent is going to field wipe us. And then, if it's a non-exile field wipe, we're going to gain additional value through the triggers of the meat hook. This is fantastic. So, again, establishing a ton of value in the deck through double tokens, also through having planeswalkers, which is really good because they continue to provide value in, the turns following with the +1 ability as they can work into a minus again, right? And then, the deaths through those tokens being triggered through the meat hook for that 1 damage, which is really good as well. So there's a really good synergy just through the token generation here. And again, speaking of things that are being played already, the wedding announcement played everywhere. And now it's just getting that much better through Kaya the Geist Hunter. Additional ways to make tokens in the deck. Usher of the Fallen comes out on turn 1. On turn 2, you can boast, which makes a token. Fantastic. Turn 2, we can also make a token through Hunt for Specimens, gaining the Learn here alongside a 1/1 Pest, and when it dies, we gain 1 life, right? Nothing crazy, but the Learn is cool as well. And then turn 3, Kaya is out. Kaya can +1 on the token that we made on turn 2. Fantastic. Now we're hitting for a good amount of damage or defending if they have creatures that we don't want to hit Kaya. And again, progressing from there. Next turn, whether it's Soren, whether it's the Wandering Emperor, at this point you can minus Kaya if you want to double a token, which is good, but you can continue to plus if that's what you have going on as well, if you don't have a way to make tokens for the turn. And then, where it really starts to shine is the Kaya minus on the Loth. That's going to make 4 spiders. Kaya minus on Amiria's Call is going to make 4 angels. We also have Kaya's minus on things like the Mascot Exhibition. Oh my gosh, that's 6 creatures. The pest summoning is 4 creatures here, the 4/1/1s. We have some XL through Fumes and Memory, you know, splitting it up, of course. And then Science is to make sure that we can get to those bigger plays. Removal on anything through Rite of Oblivion, through the Sacrifice, which shouldn't be a problem because we're making so many tokens, of course, right? Wedding Announcements is going to make tokens. Creatures are going to get buffed, and we can draw if we over attack. We don't want to attack with 2 things unless we really need the draw because we really just like those tokens being made. But the draw's not bad either. Of course, Loth can draw through the 0. Sorin can draw through the +1. Going to lose life equal to its mana value on Sorin. Loth just loses 1 life on the draw. So, you know, nice mid-range draws here through the Planeswalkers. Removal again through the -2 of the Wandering Emperor, which is nice. So it's not just Rite of Oblivion for single target removal and sideboard plays, but also the Planeswalker, which is nice. Making the tokens, the +1/+1 counters for strike is good as well. So a lot of mischief that we can get up to within that. Edgar's a 4/4, right? Vampires get +1/+1, which is nice through Sorin's Vampires with lifelink, which will be doubling through Kaya. Also, when Edgar's removed, you know, comes back as the artifact Coffin, it's going to make tokens. That's great. That's great. That's great. Just everything in the deck is making tokens, capitalizing off of the damage they can do and capitalizing off of their deaths. You know, giving things indestructible as well. It's really all here. A fantastic deck that I'm really much looking forward to playing more of in the future. And I really do think that Kai has been overlooked in this particular archetype immensely. I do think that she provides a ton of value as long as you can make those early tokens so your plus isn't, you know, wasted. And then, you know, immediately on turn 4, you have a really high value play such as Sorin making the 2/3 vampire. And now it's 2/3 vampires plus a Planeswalker. It's good news, right? It's really great stuff to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's gameplay footage. Of course, you know, the lands are here. You already know all about this. You play the game lots. Cave, you know, you have the Mire to bring back the Planeswalkers, which is really nice, and Seed of the Empire for removal. Sideboard we already talked about. Cheers. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a YouTube member, enjoy today's gameplay footage, and then we're going to wrap up with our final thoughts after this. #end step. Going first is fantastic. It's a little slow, but we have a nice turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. My favorite thing about the Usher of the Fallen is the fact that it's a turn 1, just like this. You see the land just came out quickly like that. I didn't even get a chance to select which side. Sometimes that can really hurt. But it's a turn 1. And now it's also... It did it twice in a row. I was going to play Black Source there for Loth. Now we need a 3rd Black Source. Those auto land drops are spicy, but regardless, we can still, you know, boast. Here's a token on 2, which is what we want prior to our Kaya on 3. It's not a Black Source, but it is neat. Okay, for 4. Thank you.
Need a weapon?
It's not a bad case. Right, pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. And we have Hunt for specimens as well on 2 to make the token. Kodama, interesting.
Oh, I've got the perfect tools for the job.
Swing with everything. We have Death Touch. Here's the announcement. In the cave, we draw. Kaya's open. We should have only attacked with 1. I was, for some reason, expecting the token to be made there, but we get the draw because we attacked with 2. My bad, my bad, my bad. Kaya's still going to be at 2, which isn't the end of the world.
Until I'm in the ground, I'll keep fighting.
We don't have that 2nd Black Source anyways. -2 on Kaya.
Good for you. We should regroup.
Hunt for specimens out. we can take really whatever. I mean, I love the mascot exhibition, but the pest is probably just as good. Oh, it's not a white source. We could have played a Miria's Call tapped. But what we can do still is boast. I'm, you know, it's hard to be on point every single day. Been feeling off recently, but we're gonna get through. We get that second black source through the draw of the wedding. Doomscar, whatever. It's fine. They're bricked, so this is game. In all honesty, they have 4 life, so I don't think it matters. Here's Kaya.
So many souls trapped on this plane. They don't.
Plus, actually cancel. Oh, 2 black source. Yep, definitely just plus on nothing then.
I can teach you a thing or
I'm not used to being mana screwed here. Scoot, we don't care.
Oh, I've made friends in all kinds of places.
Double loaf.
You require my aid. My will cannot be denied.
We could double Amiria's Call, which is great as well. We could also just meat hook for lethal, I suppose. Right. We could even just attack here. They don't have enough blockers. Let's throw a little spice on the win, right?
I'll find another. Ooh, never been part of an angry mob before.
Just making 4, 5, 5 angels. That's all right. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Again, I think they're just a little bit slower than we were. We could have also meat hooked for lethal, but not too bad. And we played a few games with the deck already. It's performing well, and hopefully we can continue to demonstrate the value that I believe Kaya holds. Here we go. Off to the races. If we have an opponent, I think we do. I think we do. I think we do. Are you there? Hello, monsieur, madame? There we go. Are you there? Oui, oui. We boast on 2. Hopefully they don't have a turn to Luminarch and defend. Right, a 3 toughness, or sorry, 3 toughness creature. We'll be okay. So Canadian, apologizing mid-sentence, even when there's no need. Just out of habit, it's like... Dahlia making it tough. Not good. That's, I mean, a good defender. The same as a 2-3, basically. This is the first strike. And, you know, obviously no Kaya on 3 now either. I would say, you know, it's just Edgar on 4. Probably have that Spyclade or Cathard. Get wrecked, streamer. 1 Adeline. No blickage. Ugh, that hurts. Dahlia's a good card, yo. not great. Oh. Good game. Mono white in the play queue. Keeping it real. Holy Toledo's. Looking for a turn 2. There it is. Ask and he shall receive. So now we have a token for Kai's entrance and the +1 ability to take it to a 2/2. Is nice. That's not good though. I'm just gonna pass summon, I think, off the start. Definitely playing into a counterspell here. No! Oh my gosh. You're too kind. It's a fading hope.
Need a weapon?
What's going on, Willis? Hit for 2. Interesting. Oh, the multiverse was foretold. Okay, okay, draw 2. After scry 2. Scry 2 to the top. Grab him to hand. Upkeep, untap. Landed and play. Let's go. Ooh. Let's see what the outcome of this is, because I'd love to Kai a minus.
No cost is too great to quell my people's savagery.
Oh, I've made friends in all kinds.
Into a double vampire. Hit for 2.
Deal with this annoyance.
I'm sure they have field wipes and stuff, so it's going to be awkward. But Farewell at least isn't going to hit the planeswalkers, right? There it is. And we're continuing the assault. I'm gonna draw a card. I don't want to do it till next turn. Reveal it. This is in.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Loth is in now.
I'm hungry. Won't you stay for dinner?
I don't want to lose planeswalkers because I think they don't have a bulk answer for them. There's no blood on the snow here. So we be chilling, just letting those loyalty counters add up. Ooh.
I know the knowledge you seek.
I'm doing it.
Oh,
we should have meat hooked.
In all kinds of places.
It's nice.
You can deal with my servant.
Good damage as well.
Busy.
Really applying quite, and this is a rebuild as well. We got hit with a Doom Scar. Right, so rebuilding nicely. Afraid of Farewell, but again, I think we're fairly well positioned against it. Oh no, HGG, just stop it. Please, no. I think that was my best one ever, though. Come on. So they've not used Otherworldly Light. Oh, it doesn't hit. Actually, it's a bummer that it doesn't hit planeswalkers. And the no hook out there, it did not help us out either. Let's go pest summoning. Look for 0. We should have done that last turn. Pulse on the token, and maybe we should have
I've got the perfect
Thorn drawn first, but we'll minus here with Loath.
My power is for annihilation.
Yeah, don't care. I'll take that damage. Nice draw.
Blood for knowledge.
I want to play this with the Angels, so we're chilling. We're straight chilling. Looking for that next land in another form. Plenty of Planeswalkers in hand, which is nice. Yeah. Let's do it next turn. They all gain Death Touch, which is fantastic,
Need
right?
a weapon? I got plenty.
Grab a card. Nice little land, thank you.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Let's swing in with our Death Touch creatures. Maybe we should have made the Hive a thing here. Wouldn't have been enough.
Do what I demand.
We still have
Sure, you'll miss me.
mana. Actually, maybe I should have saved that. I was forgetting that we were doing a Miria's Call. I was like, well, we can just play another Loath. Oh, but let's play this Loath now. Because we want to do this next turn, right? And we can just
My
take the draw.
children drench their hands in the blood. I always reward the loyal.
So, you know, even if they deal with our field, we're set to go. Kai is an absolute babe, refilling the field so quickly. Especially in front of a meat hook, right? There's the farewell. Can't deal with the planeswalkers, so we're still well positioned, even though that's brutal. And here's where things get weird. -2 on the Hunter.
Oh, I've made friends in all kinds.
-2 on Sorin. -3 on Loath.
You feel this annoyance.
Subservience.
Did anyone
will
say
be
angels?
rewarded.
How's that for a rebuild? What? Stop it. Casual 10 creatures. Casual 10 creatures. Getting hit with the Doomscar earlier twice as well. That's extremely satisfying. Going first, and again, this is a really nice hand. Usher of the Fallen, really paying off in the deck. Because we don't always have that turn 2 token through the Learn of Hunt or Specimens. They won't block this. The meat hook is nice. Sooner rather than later. Because the visitor grows. And now they're going to have access to trample, which is really good against us as well. Rite of Oblivion, we need your help. Technically, there's a meat hook for 1 here. So let's see how this turn unfolds. Nope, no longer viable. They do attack, interesting, down to 18.
I have so many new weapons I want to try out. Just how I showed you. You got this.
No attacks. We could minus next turn, and then if we draw land again, a double minus. I don't know if they're gonna attack here. I wouldn't. Really? You're ready to lose a naturalist? Are you sure? I don't know, right? I would just leave it. It's good value. I don't think you want to lose it. Personally. But again, I can see the 2-for-1 draw.
Oh, give up already. You're outnumbered.
We should have attacked first, and then we could have maybe meat hooked if they blocked. Oops. We need the land. Confirm. Maybe we should have plus there. It's hard to say. I like the additional blockers, though. Or the meat hook. And, you know, if we can -2 Kaya next turn as well on a Loath, that should be good. Again, worried about trample. Worried about this haunting giving things flying as well at some point. Just 2 attackers. We can easily throw a Pest in front of the Naturalist. Unless it gains trample, at which point we screw, boy. There's a life gain. Whatever. It's not ideal. I really pop in here. Orville Redenbacher in the house? Yes, with the exile. You dirty dog. You dirty dog. You dirty dog. You dirty dog. Oh, but they take the creature. Interesting. Interesting. We take it. I'm totally comfortable taking the visitor here. It sucks, you know, we're losing a lot because they have so many creatures in play. That's what we want to be doing, but the trade. We're gonna lose. So we make 4 spiders. You know, if all goes well, we have blockers for all but 1. And they're all bigger than us. I think it's just a meat hook for 3. We'll lose Kaya. But then, you know, their Naturalist isn't attacking us.
Fighting the undead is my
It kind of sucks, right? It's definitely less than ideal. Rite of Oblivion, where are you? Maybe we should add Exile to our grave. Not grave, sideboard. Add it to your grave. Ooh. Nice play, nice play, nice play, nice play. Interesting. I don't think it's bad because haste to these freaking things is good. Right? It's not bad at all. Down to 21. Kaya dies anyways. Not bad at all.
We should regroup and make a
Not
plan.
bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
I will show you what happens.
I think we're definitely game over.
Cannot be denied.
They have 2 hauntings. Good game. Hook for 4, maybe hook for 5. But we need a land and a hook, so it's only hook for 4. But Loath could draw, so potentially that might work. A land on draw step, hook through Loath. These things are now unbeatable. Good game. Jesus. Not that great of a start. Could be worse, though. I mean, they're playing first. Maybe we top deck a plains, and it goes from not great to really good. Oh, we're on the play. Just not really good to begin with. Just playing a turn slower, though. That's fine. Whatever. Right, turn behind doesn't interfere with the synergy. Just as slow. I mean, that's non-threatening. I probably would leave it. Beautiful. And also by playing slow, we're sidestepping Walrus disruptions. Maybe that's a good thing. Get marched, yo. Interesting. Just throwing that around willy-nilly on a 1-drop. It's a Doomscar, I guess. Fine. Right, spell pierce for 1. Still needs a second mana.
Need a weapon? I got
They don't have haste, so let's hit for 2. Loath off the top, let's go. We need the hook in play too. Maybe we'll sneak that in for 0. I think you mean 1.
It's like your defenses.
I think you mean 1, HGG. I mean, we could Kaya plus hook for 2 also. Nice.
I can teach you
Token
a thing
train,
or two.
let's go. 2 Rite of Oblivions. Wow, that's nice removal.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
The eye can hit. Clean up the grave. Doomscar on a single token. Good game. We hit Kaido. Get into their grave, and you know that keeps allowing Kaya to build. And would you look at that? After this turn's plus, he's ready to -6, and that's going to nuke the rest of their grave, which now doesn't mean so much. So maybe we could try to balance her, but again, probably just trying to get it done, and we can make some spirits in front of our meat hook. Her ultimate ability, I've actually never been able to get to, so maybe if we're lucky, we can get there today. Fingers crossed. Going first. Ooh, it's not a good hand. Not that bad of a hand, though. There's certainly plenty here. Double black or double white? Ooh, both. Why not both, right? That's fantastic. You dirty dog. I'm gonna use the Empire. Kill it. Or we save the Empire meat hook for 1. Save the Empire. Especially since we didn't draw land. Meat hook for 1. Not good. That Righteous Valkyrie's dirty. You dirty dog. We're gonna have to lose the Usher here, I think. A second one. So close. Okay, let's take care of the first. I mean, there's only 2 more after this, right? Oh, but there's a bunch of voices, don't forget. Don't forget. Please don't go to 27. Okay, 26. And they look in our hand and take the meat hook. Interesting. In what world don't you take the meat hook? I hope I draw land. Get absolutely wrecked. That was an oopsie whoopsie. Oopsie whoopsie doopsie. Oopsie whoopsie doopsie. Oopsie whoopsie doopsie. They could have taken the meat hook there. Wow, that's fantastic. On the Drizzaw, turn 1 is cool, turn 2 is cool, turn 3 is there. It's not a Kaya, but it's cool. And the land is here. This is a cool hand, right? We're just building to 5 for Loath, worst case scenario. Looking for a meat hook, looking for a Kaya. Pulling a Kaya, a land, and a Sorin would be the bee's knees, right? Okay, they're on the play. Main phase, let's go. Land and play. Demirskis. Turn 1, Usher, your go. Just waiting for the game client, of course. Otherworldly Gaze, actually waiting on our opponent. I like to blame the client when I can. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest back to the top of your library in any order. Reanimator deck? They're gonna bring back Toxrill to dominate me? Because it would. It would get us. I mean, we've got the meat hook, which is cool, but they could probably just play their own to nullify ours. And, great. They choose not to graveyard anything. Interesting. They wanted to draw. It must have been the land. Silent burp. OP. Gave out first. I think that's our best bet. Let's attack for 2 to 18. Beautiful. Boast token out. And now we're top decking a Kaya, remember, this next turn. Putting the plus on the +1/+1 counter on the 1/1 token from Kaya. They both gain Death Touch. We swing in for 4, ideally. And then on turn 4, you know, it is what it is, whether we want to hunt for specimens, guarantee our 5 land through Loath. Oh, we were going to grab Exile into our sideboard too. We didn't make that change yet. Oh. I'm going to hit first, just see what happens. Try to pull that mana, because I don't want to play Kaya into the boogeyman, right? But if they remove the Usher here, I'm okay with this. We're missing 1 damage. Hashtag don't care.
Time to crash a vampire wedding. Need a weapon? I got plenty.
Got our girl in play. Now looking to get Loath on 5 with a minus on Kaya. Tempted to minus next turn as well. A minus on 5 also through the hunt / pest summoning would be acceptable, right? That's going to be 1, 2, that's going to be 6 creatures. That way, where Loath is 4 creatures plus Planeswalker, both are like pretty decent, right? Wow, I have to do it.
Oh, give up already. You're outnumbered.
Let's swing in for 2. They won't block it. They need their Sledgemoor. Sedgemoor. I'm still saying that how many months later? Sledgemoor Witch. You guys don't see that L? Down to 13. Kaya getting dirty here with 4 pest tokens. They're like, what the heck? I'm supposed to make the pest tokens. Are you serious, Arena? I don't see a block. I just see 13 life left. Maybe, I don't know. I could be ultra confused. Sometimes I get these things wrong. They take the damage. Yeah, I think that's the right play. Depending on their hand, right? There's information we don't have. It's stitched. Do they have a land? No. I want to do it, but I also don't want to kill Kaya, but it's also just such a good play. How do you not? Let's wait. Let's drag this out 1 more turn instead of being ultra greedy, which I mean is fine. Let's do this.
Fighting the undead is my
I mean, all with Death Touch, we could hit for 7 damage. Which is just like a ton, but I don't want to lose Kaya. And this way, we're making a draw, or sorry, an attacker, not a draw. Oof. Through the announcement. Down to 10 potentially without the block. You know, it doesn't tip the scales too far, but it's little by little by little. And we do have those 5 untapped tokens, 6 in total. They might not find the land and just scoop though, right? Not us, we're curving out perfectly. And I would like to demonstrate that next turn, hopefully. I am minus, Loath minus, wedding announcements double, right? That's very good. No meat hook out yet, so we are still susceptible to removal without seeing any value from it. Oh, they take our Loath. We just lost our Spider Queen. Nice. All because we waited a turn to keep her alive. Right? We're trying to keep Kaya up. But now we're going to lose our Spider Queen. They absolutely take that without a doubt. Maybe they're tempted to the mascot, but take Loath, right? Just definitely take Loath. That's a good play. Very nice. Down to 9. They lose 1 life for it. I don't know how much they want to attack, though. Consider. Okay. Getting down and dirty themselves with some tokens. Who can find the meat hook first? Doing well on 3 land. Let's give them up some props for that. We tapped our turn. Next turn's the minus. Oh, God. Let's keep this out of hook range. Right?
I can teach you a thing or two.
These will buff up next turn as well when we double our mascot. They could get into our hand and take it. They might have a Spell Pierce that's going to absolutely roast our gardens. How would you like your vegetables, sir? Zombies have flying and we don't have fucking reach. I wasn't thinking of that. I was not thinking of that. I was not thinking of that. No, this is not the flyer. This is the base power toughness 3/3. They lose decay. Okay. I got nervous. Well, maybe they still have flying from their hand. I'm almost positive there's that card that gives zombies flying. This is not it, though. Delver. Okay, okay. Blue mana gone, no Spell Pierce. You know how to make me smile.
Oh, give up already.
That is heavy. That is freaking heavy, Randy. Everybody pushes up. Whoa. Oh, it's Gerald or Giralf. One of those names. Good call. As long as they don't meat hook us, right? Because that could be pretty dirty. We've got the 5/5s out there, though. I think they would survive. I like that. That's a lot of tokens, right? And there's that white enchantment where we could just win the game. Is there 15? I just assume 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, this would be win the game stature. Woof. At this point, it could still be a hook for 2 if they get a land. But I think they're just putting stuff in the grave. This has nothing to do with a draw. And then, you know, if that card in their hand was a land, like, you know, that brings them back. But then we see it's just a consider, which is obviously not a meat hook. Oh my god. I am such a dirty dog.
I'll find another
I am such a
sign.
freaking
I brought
dirty
back.
dog. No, let me do it. Oh, they would not let us do it. We were about to make 4 angels. 4 angels. Give everything indestructible. They would have been 5/5 angels, actually. It would have been 4 5/5 angels. Everything else gains indestructible. And then we still have a meat hook. You know what I mean? Wow. On the draw, turn 1 is somehow there again with our turn 3. Just, it works. Just works. Which is fantastic. And there's a turn 4 hook if we need. Even if it's on 0. Right, hook for 0, make another. Ooh, there's a 4-drop. If I ever did see. Hopefully they don't remove the Usher. They do. Well, I mean, that's a play. That slows us down most certainly. Let's see if it's a counterspell. I think it is. It's not. At least not for the enchantment. Endures. Interesting. I mean, ramping us into low, not the worst, right? Chariot's not bad. I'd like you to meet my friend. Meet my little friend. Do we just wander the chariot? Maybe that's the play. Everything else we should be able to deal with. They might have protection for it though, right? This is gonna draw out their counter magic for the meat hook at least next turn. Yup. They're gonna get to keep the chariot. Yeah, you do that. It's a good wipe. Hopefully their hand's kind of dud. Holy Toledos, that was a lot of pressure in the cooker. So they attack here still by keeping the old chariot. And the new chariot just triggers the ETB of itself and then self-sacrifices because of the legendary rule. Edgar out, hunted up alongside. Let's take the exhibition. It's a fantastic card in front of a meat hook. 3 cards in their hand, a little worried. Hopefully Edgar can survive. Negative, they do have a dragon in hand. But we get the artifact out. Oh no, it's exile? No, it's back. It's the coffin. It's like, what? Where is it? Why isn't it back? I was like, is that an exile card? No, it's not. Just taking a little bit for the phase change. Yeah, this is a block. Not great. We need a second meat hook. Ask and ye shall receive yet again. Crazy when it works like that. I need to wait for this dragon to enter though. Dragon! Loth is just gonna die. Whatever. Do your part, Loth.
You could have such power. I will cull the weak.
They're gonna play the dragon, tap it with the chariot, and then they've got 5 attackers, which is like a lot. I mean, that's a lot of meat in the seats. Loth is probably dead. We'll save her if we can, but I honestly doubt it. The nice thing is, a lot of that aggression is being focused towards her, not our health points, right? It has to be all 4 of them. It has to be all 4 of them. Whoa. Do they have a burn spell in hand? Lose Loth. It's okay. Maybe they have a burn spell on one of these spiders so they don't lose the chariot. If they get the chariot, that's fine. Then we hook for everything
At
else.
least there is blood on your hands. And I'll do what
it's good
I
enough.
demand.
That's a lot of value. Massive amount of life gain for us. They had so many creatures. And now if we can get Kaya out, that would be fantastic. Airbreaker's cool, but not really as a top deck. Vampire and a transform. Sign me up. We're going to push up the life gain token here.
The world of ghosts to hunt. This'll be fun. Just how I showed you. You got this.
No attack, straight chilling. They have the Den of the Bugbear, Lair of the Hydra. Still a little bit of a frustration here for us, as we want to keep this Kaya up above 2 loyalty for the minus on the exhibition. We get it. Oh man, this is good. If we can Emiria's Call next turn.
Can't fight all of us.
Woof. Good game. They're not into it. That's like 7 free mana through a minus of, you're right, like, because it costs 7 and you're doubling it. And then we get to -2 again next turn on the Emiria's Call. Give everything indestructible. It's just like, at what point is it too much? We have a 76% win rate. We have played so many games with this deck that, maybe I think Kai has been overlooked by a lot of players. So I'm interested to see where we can get this deck to within the ranked queue as well. Holy Toledos. The deck popping off multiple times is really nice within one video. We didn't even play too many matches. Again, I do think that the power level on this is incredibly high, and there's a few reasons to this. One, it contains multiple meta cards. Meat Hook, Announcement, Emperor, Sorin, Lolth. It's all here, right? And then we're really, trying to get the most out of those cards as well, and Kaya just helps so much. So loving the deck. I think it's absolutely amazing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And we've got a couple cleanup, things to take care of today. First things first, you may be aware, I don't know if you guys watch all my videos to the end or not, but about 2 weeks ago, we're going to pull this down here. About 2 weeks ago, oh, it's been wired in. No, I'm going to have to unplug it. Oh my gosh, no. There goes the video. There goes the video. Unplug. Cool. I rewired my computer, so all the wires are tight now. But about 2 weeks ago, we got this bad boy in the mail from BenQ. It's fantastic. Oh, camera's over here, HGG. It's basically a light. Little light bar. Got sensors on the top, so it adjusts to your office settings. So you've got the right amount of light, and it actually shines at your monitor, which is really cool. Reduces the glare, and it has definitely, I can say now after using it for 2 weeks, reduced the eye strain that I suffer by spending so many hours, like 8 hours a day plus sometimes on my computer for years and years and years now. And it's important to take care of yourself, right? And it's just the little things, right? So this is amazing when I'm working at night. Now I don't have to have these super bright studio lights on. I can still have my screen lit up without straining my eyes too much, and I absolutely love it. So shout outs to BenQ. Of course, links are in the description below if you want to pick one up, and I hope they send me more goodies because we absolutely love this. So let me know if you guys pick one up, of course, and your thoughts on it as well. It's pretty small, it just fits on your monitor. Boop, a little USB plug-in into the back, and automatically turns on and has the sensors to adjust itself as well. You can take manual control if you need, but the auto sensor should have you handled. Anywho, thanks BenQ, appreciate it. Hope you're having a magical day along with all of my viewers. We'll see you guys soon in the next. Take care.